NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today it's live coverage of the 126th U.S. Amateur Championship and uninterrupted coverage being brought to you in partnership with Rolex. Championship Sunday at the 126th edition at a place that knows all about big-time history. Merion Golf Club hosting this U.S. Amateur Championship for the record 7th time. Overcast skies on this 36-hole finale. This week beginning on Monday and Tuesday with 2 days of stroke play turning into match play. But now we are down to the final two to make more history. We're in the second 18 of the day. Jay Leng Jr. had a 2-up lead after the morning 18. Jack Whaley of England quickly tied it as he battled back to cut into the deficit and knot it. And there is the par putt delivered by Whaley at the par 5 fourth, which gives him a 1-up lead after Leng Jr. got into problems there after going for that par 5 and 2 as we check out the marquee match presented by Rolex. So this is an interesting collision here between Jack Whaley of England, who's got the 1-up lead over Jay Leng Jr., a rising junior at Stanford. Whaley, a rising senior at Florida State. They are the final two in a grueling week, which takes 6 match wins to get to the top of the heap and win the U.S. Amateur. All right, so it's been an interesting 36-hole finale thus far. This is how Whaley started it off at the first, holding it out from off the green to quickly take that 1-up lead, and then he would increase that lead to 2-up.
And this at the 5th hole, this was a par putt.
And then Leng here with this unorthodox swing with his second at the 8th.
Landed right on the downslope. Now uses this back south to bring it back to the hole.
Look at the brakes he puts on it. Beautiful shot for Leng. Gets within birdie range, but Jack Whaley was up to the challenge.
A straight up the hill putt here for Whaley. He's holding some nice putts today.
Whaley with a birdie, so they exchange birdies at the 8th. And at that point, it was Whaley still with that 2-up lead. And then off the tee at the 9th is Leng.
Hole location all the way in this back left corner, and Leng Jr. has hit incredible shots at this 9th all week, and here's another beauty.
216 yards today. Leng delivering it within birdie range, and this was the birdie putt for Leng to win the hole.
And one of the few short putts that he has missed this week.
Turned out, though, that it didn't matter because Whaley had this for par from short range.
Both these guys get a little tricked up there with the slope.
So a par ends up winning it for Leng, cuts into the Whaley lead, which is now just 1 up. And then it was all Leng for the remainder of this morning 18. Leng birdie at 12. Watch this break.
No doubt the putt of the day, just putting to a spot, finding the fall line. He's walking after it.
And watches it go right into the bottom of the hole. Wins it. That ties the match up. And then Whaley, look at this exchange at the short par 3 13th out of a tough lie in that big bunker in front of the short par 3. It's just 117 yards, bringing it back off the bank in the back of the green. Was Whaley setting himself up for a par, but it was Leng who had other ideas to put away the hole.
Makes a long putt at the 12th. Watches Whaley hit a nice bunker shot and says, you know what? I'm going to win this one too.
2 wins in a row for Leng. That gave him the 1-up lead. They stayed 1 up as they got to the 16th hole. And this was Jack Whaley for par to tie the hole. No. And it's another win for Leng. So he took a 2-up lead. They tied 17 and 18. And that concluded the morning 18 with Leng 2 up, and then Whaley going to work again.
And Leng Jr. missed the fairway.
This is at the par 5 second.
Yeah, so it's an opportunity to get in there tight to win a hole to start this second 18.
So he wins that hole. And then at the long par 3, this is one of those reads that you gotta have perfect.
You're putting first to apply the pressure. Leng Jr. still with the putt. Whaley, perfect speed.
Watches it disappear at the long par 3. And Whaley continuing to cut into the lead. So he had tied it up. And then Leng went for it in 2 at the par 5 second. Got into trouble. And that's why Whaley won with a par, and that concludes a string of 3 in a row, and that is Leng's ball indeed in the water.
There's a local rule, so whatever side it crossed on is where that lateral drop would be.
So hitting 3 is Leng.
Just taking something up that right side, and that penalty area is fairly wide, Smiley, but the actual water is only about 2 feet wide, so it's rough. Could turn this club face over and get your ball headed left towards that penalty area.
Also that greenside bunker short right to be careful of.
This is a layup as well. Probably short of that bunker. That's a smart play in match play with your opponent in trouble.
It's something to monitor too. I could see a huge skip on that first bounce.
This sounded heavy.
And you're right, Woody, way short.
That's what happens when you get these softer fairways, John, for a player who's, I think, a little bit on the steeper side. That's where he's looking. Yeah, this should be pretty good. It's not going to carry enough pace. There's a bit of a slight ridge that might pick up speed right around here.
He's got to play this almost to the edge of the green and get it past the hole to use that ridge. This might be too high with the little moisture. Is it going to get on there? It is.
I know people at home looking, where is he going there? Where is he going?
Oh, come on.
He might be going in the hole. Would have been the highlight of the week without a doubt. Is the battle you play with the angles at Merion, and that is the latest example of what makes this place unique. Whaley watched it, thought it was going in as well.
Just a little right to left, very slow putt. This one's obviously not going to get away from him. That's enough to win 4 in a row.
Post up that way, and where that was bouncing, it looked like it may have been right there.
So Whaley with the provisional here. He likes this one a lot better. And it indeed finds the fairway, but we're going to get a more of a definitive report.
Up the left side, may need to get down, but in these conditions, I think it's going to be okay.
Oh man, it just darts into the rough.
Really got a good handle on the hole. Yeah, just up the right side, finding the fairway. Really good play. Trying to stay in it. If he can hit a good one here and just make it, put some pressure on. This is up the left side. Finds that bunker, I think, though.
Yeah. Getting away from Whaley in a hurry here after he won 4 holes in a row.
Needs to take some spin off this. Made it past the hole. Good looking shot here.
He chunked his last wedge shot. Certainly didn't chunk that one. That's exactly what he needed to do, and it's just a made a good sound. That first bounce is just a little bit too much.
Jay Leng's been used to coming back. He's considered one of the most competitive players Conrad Ray has ever coached. Stubborn to a fault sometimes, Smiley, which says he makes him world class, and we've seen the putting all week. He said when that putter's on, that kind of wedge that he would have in his hand as opposed to that really good number.
Leng off the tee, playing a low one. This blind tee shot coming down the hill now for Leng.
That was such a cool shot. And Leng Jr., he describes the way he plays the game creatively, and that was on display right there. That about got 10 feet off the ground, Woody.
Chicken and pasta, the choice of the Englishman Jack Whaley in the break.
Just an iron off the tee here. Good looking tee shot.
That's an important swing. Once you hit one that's a foul ball, when you get to the next tee, you got to settle yourself. Trust that you can make the swings you've been making all week.
We might need to identify one more player here before it's done.
Whaley from 143 back right hole location, taking it up in the air. That's good control distance-wise.
It very well could skip to the back of the green quickly.
Actually taking it a little higher than I thought. I think that's a good play.
And again, you never know by judging the reactions of Leng whether it's good or not. That was a good one. He kind of looks at it, you know.
Sub-air to really try to get the moisture out of these greens as best they can.
Really good putt. Just veered left at the very end.
And in fact, before the start of a final round of a college event, Conrad Ray, his coach, said, why don't you try the claw? He goes bogey-free 66 and hasn't looked back.
Just misses an opportunity there.
Yeah, this looks to be a 4-iron here, John.
Yeah, and that's just what he's done. Good looking tee shot. Right past that corner, right on that corner.
Yep, one of those blind shots. About a 40-foot elevation change from tee to green. Avoid the divots, what she does.
For the players that are using like a utility iron, 3-iron, so this I imagine is one more club than Leng Jr.
And more up in the air at that left fairway bunker, but should be shorter, I think. Yeah, just fine.
Yep, stopping in a hurry with this rain on the fairways of Merion. And so both Leng and Whaley find.
Just a little bit of a helping breeze. Good looking shot.
Oh, man.
From 140, this is his 50 degree. He's at the left side of the green.
And just gets through the rough.
It sounded a little heavy again, Smiley, but it's going to end up in a pretty good spot.
Just touching it, and right in the bottom it goes. On a putt that he, as you mentioned, Smiley, could have got away in a hurry.
It's hard to do on a putt like that. This up the hill, moving to his right.
They have this hole with birdies earlier. Can they do it again?
Not this time. And so Whaley has upped it again to 2.
And this is 7-iron, so I believe he's done just that. You heard Amelia say about a 200-yard shot would be the ideal play right now. This is on a good line.
I don't know if it'll be enough with a 7.
Oh, boy.
I just clipped it perfectly. I mean, come on. How good is this?
Might go in. Should be a conceded par for Whaley.
You went with the flop to take that hill out of play.
Not too bad there, John. Tough shot. He's playing a little right to left break just outside. Let's see if he's got it dialed.
Oh, yes, he does. So from short range for Whaley to tie the hole and keep this 2-up lead.
Looks to be a hybrid of sorts here, John.
Yep, and he started this well to the right. Mile in the air, but he's overcut it. It's going to miss to the right. Just see if it gets down in time to stay out of that rough or not.
It's going to hit soft, Woody, and it should stay in the fairway, no problem. But that was a pretty big bender left to right, but in the end it works out.
Want to keep it short of the hole.
Why not? Why not?
Kind of like that.
That's a good shot. When it starts getting past this hole, it becomes a very quick putt.
Yeah, I see it back in his stance like that. He's definitely going to land this short as well, I think. Trying to play the low skipper. He's got to have some spin, and it kind of releases on him.
That's what happens when you get a little bit of moisture on these tight mown areas around the greens.
right in the middle. Junior Ryder Cup at 23. And indeed, on the half a mile.
That driving iron off the tee, back into the wind, slightly right to left, right up the right side. Good looking tee shot here.
He's just been such a great rhythm, John. He's won 6 of the first 10 holes in this second 18. It just keeps applying pressure to Leng Jr.
Leng Jr. a little higher. He's missed this one to the right. This is going to be in that thick rough to the right of this fairway.
And you miss this fairway at 11. It's some of the most dense rough.
He tries to go at it. He doesn't have a lot of green to work with, but just right of it, he's got a lot more.
He's 8 well left.
Yeah, he didn't even think he'd get that to the green. That was a layup all day. And, you know, Smiley, if you're going to lay that up, I don't know why you just don't put it in the fairway at the end here. I mean, you just don't know what you're going to have now in the rough up there.
Regional Golf Association where he lives in England.
Boy, that looked heavy, very heavy to me.
So heavy, it's down in the penalty area.
And he is not the first guy to hit it. That is the wrong play, and this is where he's looking is the right idea.
Yep, absolutely the right play. We've talked about it all week, Smiley. You just don't want to give away holes. And
Leng lies 3 on the green.
Big first bounce, no spin at all out of that rough. This will be just off the back onto the fringe, puttable.
So here's Leng for his par. It might be just 2 putts good enough to take it from Whaley.
Moving right to left up the hill.
And he's going to get those 2 putts. So
he's been unbelievable on downhill putts in this second 18. Can he find another?
Came out of it right away. Knew it was headed left. As they play the 12th.
Something interesting to watch here on this hole. All the tee shots tend to gather in one spot, and there are a ton of divots, but he's missed this well to the right. He's going to find the right rough for sure.
He likes to hit a little bit of a draw, so it won't be quite as a comfortable tee shot with that tree overhanging.
This is a beauty. Absolutely dead center. Sounded like much better contact there, about 15 feet left of the hole. Ooh, it got a left kick. Good enough to get it up by the green, not on that left side. That's exactly what he's trying to do. We need to release. There's a little false front there. Let's see if it stays.
Well, he's so fortunate.
U.S. Amateur still in the balance.
Stanford's coach Conrad Bray said he is a world-class green reader. He's going to need it here. I think he mishit that, guys.
He's got a long way to go, and that's going to be a difficult 7-footer left for Leng Jr.
Throwing this up on the high line, but there's so much left to right in this.
Asking it to slow down now. Wants to creep away there.
I think it'll probably be a coin on that.
So a great opportunity here for Whaley. And it is indeed a 3-up lead for the Englishmen as they cross Ardmore Avenue to the little par 3 13th. Staged here when Eduardo Molinari snuck into match play. He holed a bunker shot at 9 to get into a 19-man playoff for 7. And he won the title.
Must be on a pretty good line. Much better than this morning where he one bounced it in the back bunker, ended up plugging.
Very high.
I'm not sure if he got it all. Okay. Again,
Smiley, it almost looked like it rode up the face a little bit on him.
This for birdie at 13.
Down the hill, moving pretty good to his left. Boy, he had that right in the middle.
just immediately left.
Up the center, getting pushed a hair to the right, but this should be good. Starting at the left bunker, cutting back to the center of the fairway. Beautiful tee shot.
That's one of his best swings of the day, and he needed it.
Yep, he sure did.
Might have been the hat. 8-iron on a good line, really good line.
There's that ridge that it's trying to climb up and over, but not quite enough. It'll be a very slow putt. Let's see if this mud affects it. He flashes, he's hitting an 8-iron.
Oh, it couldn't be on a better line, Smiley. Let's see if you got the right number.
Oh, yes, he did. What a golf shot from Whaley.
Yes, he is, and this is not one he must make. Up the hill, very slow, moving to his right on the slope, maybe straightening a hair at the end.
It is so hard to get this putt to the hole.
Oh, man, he got it there. Leng dodges that one. And he's getting closer and closer, even with a tie there, looking so good at 3 up.
I like him staying aggressive with driver.
A little bit right, needs to carry.
That fairway bunker up the right, and it's enough. Finds the fairway. That's a huge tee shot.
Very high, over that first bunker on the left-hand side.
Went after that one. Look at all that mud on the bottom of that golf ball.
Pitching wedge from 137.
There's a backstop he can use.
Slided down, just a hair right of it.
Is it enough to get off top of the false front? It is, and that is exactly where you want to be putting from.
That's good, Jay.
And Jack Whaley is the latest Englishman to win the U.S. Amateur title.